Hey everybody, it's Jason Scott again from the BGSU Bass Club. Up here, I just want to do a video today on a company that we're very happy to be working with this year, called Zap Lures. Now, Zap Lures is out of Toledo, Ohio, and they make a huge amount of baits. You know, spinner baits, buzz baits, like you see I have here. They make jig heads. I've got some, bag of jig heads there. They got some plastics he makes. Makes all kinds of stuff. Walleye stuff, perch stuff, you name it. Anything for fishing, he's got it. But I wanted to show you today, I just wanted to show you some of the stuff that I use from Zap Lures. You know, this is mainly my three, big type of baits that I'll use of Zap Lures. You know, you got your buzz bait here. I should show you this too. This is an inline buzz bait. There's your standard clacker buzz bait, your big spinner baits, and then your smaller finesse spinner baits. Thing about Zap Lures, they're high quality baits. Everything is handmade for you. I mean, specifically for you. Each of these lures here, I called up Dennis, who's the owner, and I told Dennis exactly what I wanted. Down to the thickness of the wire, the size of the blade, the color, anything. Length of the arms. You notice some of them have a little bit shorter arms, stuff like this. All that. I told him what I wanted, and he makes them one by one by hand. So you call Dennis up and you say, Dennis, I want a spinnerbait to burn on the lake for some smallmouth. Tell him what size blade you want, what weight you want, everything. He'll make it right there for you. 100% made in the USA. Right up in Toledo, Ohio, not far from where I live. 100% made in the USA components too. Mustad hooks, quality stainless steel wire, quality blades, beads. It's all quality equipment. And what that means is that these lures are going to hold up. It's spinner baits nowadays. You can buy spinner baits that cost 99 cents off the shelf in Walmart. You can buy spinner baits that cost $20 plus. Lucky Crafts and stuff like that. And even those expensive spinner baits, they just don't hold up. I mean, you catch. I'll be generous. I'll say you catch 20 fish on some of those spinner baits, even the quality ones, and they're gone. Other ones, the cheapo ones, you catch 2 fish, and they're so bent out of shape you can't even use them. But these are all, like I said, handmade, so they're quality. They're gonna hold up. He has some spinner baits in the wall in his office. He's caught over 100 fish on, and he has them each, tallied up on a little card. Each number of fish, smallmouth, largemouth, pike, whatever he's caught with them. So they do hold up. They are not the cheapest baits in the world, but you get what you pay for. You go out there and you buy a $1.99 spinner bait, like I said, off the shelf at Walmart or Meijer. You can expect to catch a couple fish off it, and that's about it. You get these quality baits, and they will really last you. Big thing about these baits, it might be hard to see on the camera, but if you see from the head all the way up to the line tie on each of these baits is painted. What that does, that eliminates the need for a trailer hook. You look at the hooks. I'll show you on this smaller finesse spinner bait. That is an extremely long shank mustad hook. And what that does, that essentially, like I said, eliminates the need for the trailer, but it also keeps the spinner baits balanced. If you look at this bait, I'm going to hold it up here. See if you can see this very well. See how that bait, it's spinning on me now, but if you see how that bait sits horizontal, and that hook point is pointing right at the line tie. That's how you want a spinner bait to be set up. And not having a trailer hook allows it to run perfectly, and that bait will run true. I mean, it will not roll, it will not spin, no matter how slow, how fast you run it. You can run this bait as fast as you can just before that blade comes out of the water, and it's not gonna spin on you. Another thing about the quality components, if you look at this blade, this is a hand-hammered deep cup Colorado blade. And if you can see how shiny that is, you can't even really see it because there's so much glare coming off of it. This bait, or this blade I should say, is hand polished. He sits there with a little can of polish and a rag and polishes all these blades. You look at the buzzbait blade the same way. This is a painted blade, hand painted. So everything's quality. Quality skirts. He makes his own skirts. He makes everything on these baits, and they just last. I mean, that's it. They just last. You can get any kind of color you want. I've got my shad colors here in the spinner baits. Here I've got, black buzzbait. That's the only color buzzbait that I really use anymore is black, or sometimes I use a shad color. Getting back anyway, what I was saying before I got distracted about this painted arm here. How that eliminates the need for a trailer hook is when this is coming through the water, the fish is concentrating on the blade. If you see how the blade sits when it's running, the blade and then the body. Normal spinnerbait, where the paint only comes up to here on the head, that fish is concentrating right here. And when he goes for it, where's he going to grab it? Right there. And that's why you need a trailer hook on other spinnerbaits, because they get that trailer hook. On this bait, if you see, he's concentrating. This looks like a minnow all the way up through here. So he's looking more forward on this bait and towards the blade. So when he grabs it, he's right on that hook. And that long shank hook, you know, really allows him to get hooked well. And you're not going to miss very many fish at all on this bait. If you miss them, most of the time it's going to be either they're in one of them really funky moods, or it's just, you know, human error, you know, fisherman error. You wait too long or something like that. It's about the only way you're going to miss fish on this bait. Now to the buzz bait. You know, no, this is a clacker style buzz bait, your traditional clacker buzz bait. And if you look at this clacker, and I can't really do it very well with one hand here, but if you see how nice that blade spins and easy, the reason that is like that is because in his shop, in his back room, he has a little fan, Dennis does. And when he makes these buzz baits, he hangs them like this, under this fan. And that fan spins that blade for 8 hours minimum. 8 hours minimum. That thing is spinning. So everything is extremely smooth. Now I know, yes, some baits you want to be rough and clanky and creaky. For those baits, that's great. For this bait, you want it to be a smooth running. And the same with that clacker. You want it all to be running smooth, and it all works very well. So, that is Zap Lures. They're spinnerbaits and buzzbaits at least. Check them out. They are in Toledo, Ohio. He's up on Upton Avenue, I believe. I think towards the north end of Toledo, if I'm not mistaken. I'm not really familiar with that area. But you can check him out in his shop. He's gone now at the Walleye Run, but he'll be back May sometime. But your best bet is check him out at zaplures.com online. He's got all his different baits on there. You know, he makes 9 styles of buzz baits. I believe it's like 15 styles of spinner baits, something like that. And then plastics galore, jig heads galore. He's got, you know, you give him a jig head you've had for 20 years, and you want it, you know, something to be made, and you can't find them anywhere else. He'll make them for you. Plastics, he's got a whole slew of plastics up there. And I know a lot of you guys up this area are, you know, walleye fishermen and bass fishermen. Anything you need for walleye, he's got. Anything you need for perch, he's got it there. So check him out, like I said, zaplures.com. Or just give him a call. His phone number's online there. And he'd be happy to talk with you. Like I said, this time of year he's down at the Walleye Run, so I don't know how busy he is down there this time of year, but try giving him a call or shoot him an email. And then check us out too, the BGSU Bass Club. We are on Facebook. You can just type in Bowling Green State University Bass Club in a little search bar there, and we'll pop up. Or you can just type in facebook.com/BGSU Fishing, and we'll pop right up there. And we post things from time to time. You know, eventually we're going to get around to doing a tackle giveaway. We've been meaning to do that for a while now. We just haven't got to it. But so we'll be doing stuff like that on there. And as the season gets going, we'll be doing a lot more stuff. There will be videos up there with the club. And check out my Facebook too. Jason Scott, you can get to me through the BGSU Bass Club. I'm on there as well, and I post videos, you know, I'll have videos on the boat and videos on the tackle and stuff. So check us out, and like I said, for sure check out Zap Lures. Quality lures, 100% made in the USA. You can see how they're balanced, all ready to go, right out of the package. You even get a little spinnerbait tuning tool with each of your order, and that's just it's a tool that helps you tune your spinnerbaits up. So, like I said, Zap Lures, they catch a lot of fish, very good quality, and they hold up. So, check them out, check us out, and good luck fishing, guys. See you later.